Hey Pisces star seeds. It's Sweet Spirit Mystic. How's everyone doing? How was your day? Is it just beginning? So today, on a personal note, Aries energy was getting on my nerves. Like, ooh, anyone that had an Aries vibe, oh my goodness. Irritating. What is that phrase in French? Je t'ai dans ma peau. I have you under my skin. It can mean many different things, but in this instance, it's irritation. So, I haven't said that in a long time. Wow. I had a mentor who was from France, so there's a little bit of that in me. All right, let's see what the messages are. A little something from Robert coming through. Okay, we've got the 10 of Wands. We also have the Magician. And the 8 of Swords. All right, let's see. At the bottom of the deck, we are looking at the King of Cups. Ace of Wands. 5 of Swords. And then underneath that, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune to me talks about fate and destiny. Okay, what is that? Fate is what comes into your life. Destiny is what you do with it. Okay, what do you do with said circumstances? Where you were born, what you were raised as, all that. That is what you were given. Destiny is what you do with it. Okay, so if we're looking at a King of Cups, this is someone who has mastered their emotions. No, that's not it. Still waters run deep. Interesting that I said shallow, right? Still waters run deep. So if you think about Lake Como, if you've ever been there, the water looks almost black because the lake itself is so deep. Okay? When you go very deep into the ocean, the pressure is significant. So if anyone lives, like say you were an animal, that live very deep in the ocean, you could withstand a lot of pressure, 320. Not everyone can handle that. You know, there were those people who were crushed to death underwater when the submarine thing didn't work properly. Smushed. And it's pressure. It's like you get, it happens fast. Anyone who's seen the new, or the last installment of Mission Impossible, they do talk about that a little bit too. So think about, I don't even know why I brought that up. Maybe naval, some seafaring folks around, Pisces, right? Admirals, things like that. Armadas. King of Cups. So someone that's very, very comfortable on the water, with water, in deep water. Really intense emotional situations. Steady, right? Really deep water. Steady energy. Okay, so this is telling me that there's someone around you that wants to rock the boat. So they might be a fire sign with this Ace of Wands, Aries energy, that likes to shake up the snow globe in your life. that likes to cause arguments. Maybe that's their love language, is bickering. That's kind of an Aries trait. For the ones I know, anyway. Like, they just do things that are so irritating that the next thing you know, you're arguing. Or you're almost arguing. So, the Wheel of Fortune is showing me that Three of Pentacles, the Sun card, Ten of Cups. Ooh, I like this. Two of Wands. So you have, Pisces, gone through this portal, right? The 24th, around there, Saturn went into Aries from Pisces. It will retrograde back for a little bit, but that's, I think, in November or October, and then it'll be in then it will be in Aries. Okay, so let's just say this: if you're dealing with anyone Aries or anyone with heavy Aries, they're going through it. They're experiencing the growing pains of, oh wait, how I've always been doing something you cannot do. That is Saturn. Saturn comes in and says, you know what? This is over. You need to learn from this. Next phase. So if someone in your life has just been however they are, this is where they're being tested. They're having to change, which means how they respond and react to a lot will impact you. So what do you do with that energy? Because with this Five of Swords here, this is conflict. On this particular card, it says violence. It also says abusive relationship, defeat, betrayal, selfishness, theft. And I'm not going to say trigger warning, Pisces, because you are so strong. You've been there, done that. So there's no trigger warning for you that's needed. You're like, okay, and? Right? Okay, yeah, you've been, okay, now what? It's like there's this impatience with energy that wants to boo-hoo, wants to throw tantrums, wants to stir the pot. You're like, really? Okay, I've got to go. It's a little, I'm feeling that kind of energy where there's this impatience with this kind of energy, because it's like someone that sees you as cool as a cucumber. They may not realize what you've been through. So they're trying to shock and awe you, which is so interesting because I don't know if everyone's seen this, but see this? Emotional barometer. Is that what that says? Yeah. And it's all these emotions on here, and you spin it, right? And I spun it several times today under odd. And I'm like, what does that even mean? Shock and awe. They're wanting you to be like, oh, I'm so sorry. And you want me to laundry list things? I can blow all that out of the water. Not that we're doing that, because this is not competitive trauma. Right? But the world is kind of like that right now. Who's been through the most, right? No. But you are a bit eye roll with this kind of stuff. You're like, okay, let's get on with it. Let's live our life. So that's where I feel you have mastered this fate versus destiny. You take everything that is fated to burden you, to make your life really hard, and you use it as a tool to get you out of that situation, to get you out of being stuck. Because yes, we have to feel what we feel, right? But for how long? A couple days, a couple months even. But once we go into like years and years of complaining, I want to say BS, but that's just because I'm like, I'm like, you want to shake someone, like wake up, like stop, like enough of this. That's what this feels like. But again, everyone has to go through what they go through in their own time. So it's like, okay, that's how you feel. And whether you interact with that person, that's up to you. So for me, I know, we don't talk that much, even if we are related or whatever. It's just like under my skin. No, it's just not worth it. So that's the thing. Fate versus destiny. You might be fated to be in a relationship or a family environment or a work environment that's going to stir up a lot of feelings, a lot of uncomfortableness, but what do you do with it? And this is where you have mastered your energy and you're like, okay, I can see that person gets on my nerve. Oh, wait, I can't talk right now. I'll get back to you. 11:11. And this is what your ancestors, your guides are really happy about. Because that other party, that other energy wants you to get into fighting mode. Wants you to start feeling exhausted. Wants you to start feeling trapped, disempowered. But that's what you don't do. You just rise above it. And you're like, oh yeah, good luck with that. Figuring that out. Yeah, that must be tough. And you kind of tune out a little bit, 11:44. But you've gone through this portal, so that Saturn change, really well. You've decided when, it's not worth the fight. Because they want to strike the match. That's what this is. That's a match to me. People say other things, but I'm going to say match. Like a match, okay? This looks just like a match. So they want you, or they want to use you and them to create this. And then they want to burn down all kinds of things with that because that's exciting to them. Ooh, something's happening. Yay. Pyrotechnics on Pisces life. And I get to watch and I get to see all this drama and it's entertainment. And it's because this particular energy, this fire sign, let's say, doesn't have anything going on. They're bored. And guess who's the entertainment, or that they're hoping will be? You. But guess what? You walked through that door and unscathed. Oh, what fire? It's like you took your really incredible emotional depth and you extinguished that spark that was meant to be an inferno. And you didn't even know you did it. You're just like, okay. And they're not happy about that. But it's like picking battles, right? There will be them. And the ones that you have to go toe-to-toe, you're there. But all this little petty stuff that just takes energy from you, no. So your spiritual team, your guides, your ancestors, they're really proud of you. Because that's when you become a master, right? A warrior can fight. A hired gun. Okay, you do things, yeah, okay, fine. But it's when you have mastered your energy that you are really, really supreme. Reigning supreme over your own energy. Because no one can tempt you or taunt you in any way. Because you know what you know. You know what power you hold. So anyone else that's trying to goad you, it doesn't work. You're not someone's entertainment. Okay. Yeah, you are completely independent from this kind of energy. And this is what's happening. So sometimes people feel you like disconnecting from them. So they're going to start more drama to keep you engaged. But what this is telling me that you're not. You're busy enjoying your life. You're enjoying everything that you've worked for, the luxuries of your life on your own. You're like, yeah, I don't need you. So you are moving forward, right? These two cards are of Aries. Yeah, first and second decan of Aries. So Aries starts, what, March 21st? So through March 21st, I think it's, what, 10 days? So until March 31st, that would be the first decan. And then April 1st through April 10th would be the second decan of Aries. So as Saturn moves forward through Aries, let's say through these different degrees, if you're familiar with astrology, which I am not an expert by any means, I know nothing except my sun sign, basically. There's so many wonderful teachers out there, and you can learn too yourself if you're drawn to that. You know, that's it. There, it is math, okay? Because it's degrees, it's, you know, it's a lot of numbers. So if your mind works well like that, God bless you, and dive in deep. So as Saturn moves through Aries, you are going to develop yourself so that you are so free from anyone pulling on your emotions, it just can't happen. They're going to try. And like I felt today, they're going to get under that skin a little bit. But you're not going to show it. You're not going to let it affect you that much that they'll have that satisfaction of, oh, wow, yeah, I got to Pisces. Pretty much you're just going to ignore it. And they're going to be like, well, wait, where's the drama? Nope. So that's where you have mastered a lot of energy. The Three of Pentacles is about mastery, because it's that point where you do steady work that at first you just think you're a stonemason. Next thing you know, you're building a cathedral that lasts for centuries, or your work does. It's seen. Okay? So this kind of power over your own emotions takes lifetimes. Okay? When you think about an unevolved Pisces, like a baby Pisces, emotions all over the place. And you probably experienced that in your lifetime, like younger years, like figuring yourself out. But as you've gotten older, you're like, wait, what? And it changes. Okay? So this is where you have turned from just a regular Pisces, a baby Pisces, into a master of emotional energy. Very high level emotional intelligence. Okay, so make sure, side note, eat foods that are grounding. I mentioned this before, like anything that grows underground, or if you eat animal protein, if you do that, that helps you stay grounded and not get like this floaty feeling or like too exhausted. Drink a lot of water too. That's always helpful in the Pisces universe. So let's see. I feel like I've been using these cards a lot. So that's the thing. Whoever this fire energy is, because we got a lot of wands here. 10 of wands, ace of wands, 2, 3 of wands. We even have the sun here. And the wheel of fortune. These are both fire energies. Magician as well. So just know that you're going to feel that energy and you're going to see it in other people, see them feeling it. So it's not yours. So just remember that. It's just reminding you of how there's a lot of unsettled energy and it gets directed out because people don't know how to look within most of the time. It's rare. It's really rare, unfortunately. But we have chamomile, inner peace, chamomile tea. That might be happening shortly. And calendula, purity. Okay, so inner peace and purity. So this is you just burning through any excess emotion, any excess energy. And it's like returning to your childhood in a way with this purity energy. If you're feeling irritated by anyone, ask where you need needs met. And then fulfill that for yourself. And you'll feel better. Chamomile tea. Okay. What else? All right, so we have Mystic, Polar Bear energy. Challenges make you stronger. Good luck, Ladybug energy. You are bright. That can irritate people. So no, as much as someone can irritate you, you may irritate people. Pay that no mind. Remember, water off a duck's back. You just keep living your life, and that means that person is not meant for you long term. Unless you want to have that kind of vibe in your life. And if you do, 2222, and you like it, then you go for it. Me personally, I've been through enough. I want to be around people that make my life feel easy, loving. Okay, but you get to choose. Sometimes we get bored of that and we want a little spice, right? Okay, we've got love, and then we got change. So you know something needs to change. Be gentle with yourself, dear spirit, right? Real skittish. Really skittish. So put out more love. You know, and if someone's kind of wound up like that and you see them start to poke, like, hey, what's going on? How are you doing? Feeling restless? What's on your mind? Then they'll talk, and it'll be less about poking you. They just want attention. Oh, God. Okay. I just rolled my eyes majorly there, but that's generally why people do that. Okay. Then we have change. Dragonfly. I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. So remember, whatever changes, if this even means that you know that this love situation is going to change, possibly end, you know it's okay and that it's all going to work out. Okay, so do your best to be patient. Know that a lot of this drama that people stir up has nothing to do with you. You just happen to be close by. But you are not anyone's punching bag, so don't allow it. Give people that space to feel what they need to feel without you there. Let them go through stuff, okay? And then see them once things have calmed down. You know, think about a dragonfly. They're also quite skittish. If anything's too abrupt, they're gone. They like a real still pond, right? Deer, the same. They always have to be on guard for any predatory situation, right? So this is probably what's going to change. Like you think, look at the polar bear even. They can be very vicious. They live in a very harsh climate even. But then it's like it's this transition into this very peaceful, lucky life. Okay? So that is where you're headed. So other people may want to hold you back and keep you in like a vicious cycle or an unfriendly environment so that they feel comfortable. But this is where you have to do what's best for you. And there's that inner knowing, let things go off your back. Just don't react. You can be irritated, definitely. You can be mad, annoyed, all those things. But don't let that other person know it and express it elsewhere, away from them. Unless it's one of those bully situations where you have to stand up and you have to kick some butt, right? But if this is just a normal situation in life with people that are in your life, don't let them know, because it reinforces that behavior. Ooh, I get attention if I do this. Oh, hey, I gotta go. We'll talk later. I love you. Have a great day. And then you can take out your pillow and like punch into it and be like, I don't ever want to talk to you. But don't let them see that, right? Because this too shall pass. Yeah, because there is some restless energy here. But you're definitely being guided, looked after by the universe, by your loved ones on the other side. And they're watching you really have a stronghold on you, on your feelings, on what you allow, on what you express. And they're proud of you. Yeah, and there are rewards because of this. So with this new phase, going through this new door, this new portal, Saturn is now in Aries. You are going to see the fruits of your labor. I think I said that earlier today. Confirmation. And you're going to be really happy. And this 9 of Cups, you're on your own. So someone might want to stir up trouble to keep you. Okay? So remember that. That's all this is. This is something you know already. You may even be strategizing right now to make an exit. And this person on an energetic level can feel that. And they want to keep you close. It's up to you what you will allow. All right, Pisces, I love you. Great reading. I'm going to spend some time looking at this little Hamsa evil eye, just in case the energy is coming from me. It's annoying me. But, yeah, know that you are the protector. You are safe. And those around you are safe too. So people don't want to lose their safety net. Okay? All right, Pisces, I love you. I promise I will respond to comments and emails and all the things. It's been pretty busy. But yeah, thank you so much for supporting me and the channel. All right, we'll see you soon. Good night.